Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where I have arrived here in Estildine, where I'm looking for Halvarad. Hello, do you know where I can find Halvarad?
Halbarad must hear what you have to say.
You bring worrisome tidings, Pine Lore. What danger has Aragorn encountered in the distant south that makes the Dunedain his closest allies? Perhaps I misspeak. Perhaps it is not that the Dunedain are the closest, but instead they are the most true. Halvard must hear what you have to say, but he left this morning to deal with a serious danger. Word came down to us that a number of foes fleeing from Angmar in the days following the defeat of the false king sought to establish a settlement in a cave in the North Downs. Halvard traveled to the cave, now called Tham Umdur, to attempt to forestall or defeat those foes before they can be use relics that they plundered from Carndum to make the foundations of a new Angmar. Find Habrad in Thamundur, in the shadows of Oskrithlock, far to the east of Estildine, in Nan Amlangis, and give him your message. Help them and their plans before they begin. I presume he put a dot on my map somewhere so I know exactly where to find him. My, it looks like those Angmarim are already building a city here. Houses there? Fences? Well, you gotta admit they're a bit industrious.
We win little if the northern lands are lost to evil.
For long years have the Dunedain wandered in the wilderness, Pine Lore. Your message confirms what I have long suspected. The hour is near at hand when my people must come forth. I'll ride to the aid of my friend and chieftain Aragorn, son of Arathorn, and let no man or beast stand in the path of the Grey Company. There is evil still in here, Pine Lore, and if we Dunedain have Eriador to fend for itself, what then? We win little if, when all the deeds of the age are done, the northern lands are lost to evil, their peoples destroyed. Nervan told you why I have come to this place? Already I have destroyed 3 idols of the Angmarim brought out of Carndum, and I believe that 3 more remain. Destroy these statues of their most prized leadership of the Angmarim here they may abandon hope of raising Angmar into prominence again. Return to me when you have done so, then we can speak again. Alright, so I need to destroy 3 statues. Now, in theory, I'm not required to kill any Angmarim, but since they are on level with me, it looks like that's most likely something that I'm going to have to do. Alright, well, we just have to do it that way. Hey, you go after that one also. And yeah, dead before I have a chance to do anything. Pretty long inductions, but the cat helps a great deal. There we go. Now, eeny, meeny. I have to remember, alright, how do we go to this place again? You would think after the number of times I've done this, well, I keep on forgetting. I don't have the lightning storm yet. You go down. Then up, 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 up. Okay. You attack. And I throw the fireball. And a little bit of lightning just for... Oh, actually, let's take care of that one first. If that one doesn't want to join in the party yet, why force him? Good. Now! Let's see, if I'm right, then it should be up this ramp for the first one. Okay, just making sure that that our little kitten comes upstairs so that we aren't left to fend for ourselves when we run into trouble. Let's see. Let's do it this way. A weaver, a ritual weaver. When I see that, I'm assuming that they summon spiders, which is definitely something I've known Angmarim to do at times, including in this particular space. Now, is this where I need to go? So if I remember correctly, the one who weaves the spiders is actually that's not so. Alright. Go after her. I'll do this. This is the right room. Couple of smacks in his face with a stick, and that's aha! Here we are, the first of these, the Artifact Master. All right. Hey, really speed it up with a bit of a murder of crows in there. All right, statue of Marthiel. Well, considering that Amarthiel is now dead and that we helped her to get redeemed, I'm not too sure that they really would be wanting a statue of her up here. I mean, what is it? A statue of this is what can go wrong. Alright, let's see. Okay, you start that up. We can start this up. Alright. The cat really makes things faster. That's for sure. Alright, here we have one of Mordorith. Well, the less said about Mordorith's future, the better, I guess. We send him back to Mordor. I guess that's probably the best we could say about that one for the moment. Alright. The less said otherwise, the better. Next, alright, so that's two of them. Now, for the third. All that we have left now is the statue of the Witch King. I guess we'll have to find someone to eventually deal with the Witch King. Goodness gracious, it took me long enough to get here that the murder of crows was off a cooldown. Okay, well, now I just need to talk to Halbrad and Thom Umdur. Wonderful. Now I just have to get back down. And my usual way, it involves cracking an ankle, unfortunately. Whoopsie daisy. And oh no! The disadvantage of that is that my cat is I didn't quite call my cat fast enough in order to and before I wound up in combat. Probably not a good idea to do that trick on the lore master. Oh well. Lessons learned. Well, there are 3 statues left to worry about.
Return now to Diavoon in Esteldine with my command.
You have completed what I started, and I'm grateful for that. You have my thanks, too, for bringing me word of Aragorn's need for the Dunedain. We will ride to him with all the haste that we can muster through whatever perils await. Return now to Darvon and Esteldine with this command. He is to select as many of the rangers of that camp as he feels can be spared without jeopardizing the safety of the people of the North Downs. We ride to Aragorn, but I will not allow us to dismiss our responsibilities in Eriador. Alright. Alright then, back to Esteldine. Brad will be back soon, and in the meantime, start gathering as many rangers as can be spared for the ride south.
I will do as Halbarad wishes.
I, too, do not wish to endanger the people of the North Downs by our absence. I'll speak with the rest of my kin here at Esteldine. Other lands wait for your message. Alright, then we get some shoulder pads. Actually, pretty good. I'll take it.
Bring your message next to Kalinglad in Evendim.
I don't know whether he will wish to be joining the ranks of the Great Company on the southward journey, but Kalinglad should be told of the mission all the same. He feels a very strong bond to the lands around Lake Evendim and to the ruins of Annuminus, and may not be able to bring himself to leave. Bring him the message. In the event that I misjudge his temperament, you will find him in Tinadir, the ranger camp on the shore of Lake Evendim. If he does join the company, he'll be a valuable ally on the southern road. Very well. Let's then head on and into Tinadir. Good day, Kalinglad. I bring a message from Rivendell.
I wondered if this day would come.
You say that Aragorn has need of the Dunedain? I wondered if this day would come. We have safeguarded Annuminus and the lands around Lake Evendim for so long now that it seemed like we would do so forever. To be told thus that it comes to an end, we must travel into distant lands to the south. I'll go with the Great Company. That's my duty, and I'll not shy away from it. But first, I want to save some of the relics of Annuminus from being plundered. Angmarim still haunt the city, leaderless though they be, and in the past few weeks they have allied themselves with numerous tomb robbers to strip the city of any relics that they can find. Let us recover such relics from one of the wards while we still can. Speak to me when you're ready to go. Right. One more round of relic hunter hunting. Right?
I will go with the Grey Company, but there is something I must first do.
Alright, let's go.
The ranger Kalinglad has long stood watch over the ancient city of Annuminas in Evendim. If he is to join the Grey Company on its southern road, he will need to leave that city behind.
We have arrived, Pinelore. This section of the city suffered greatly in the battle against Samarthiel's forces, and robbers have come from the surrounding lands in order to plunder its goods. The tree-lined streets of this ward were quiet and beautiful before the fighting, deserted though they were. Now the walls are cracked, and many of the buildings and tombs that are found here have flooded or are flooding. Let us save what relics we may from the undeserving pockets of the robbers. Let us clear this ward of robbers. Alrighty. Let us go then. The coffers of Carn Dûm are emptied, and those riches... Oh, okay. It's hard to read that going through here. Ah, there they are. There we go. And whee! The coins of Angmar are wasted in the quality of troops here. Still, the Rangers leave the Southlands. Well, more of them approach. Let's try this first. And now you. They fall. Let us keep moving. I am not content to leave robbers within the city. Of course not. So let's continue along our way. It did not always look thus. Yeah, I presume they didn't build it this way. Up these steps. I mean, if they built the city this way, then, well... I'm sure that means that they would had needed better city managers or something. And there you go. They're no match with it all. Oh, Anubis has stood empty for most of these years. We must really abandon this again? Oh, let us proceed. He's talking too quickly for me to follow. Alright, let's proceed then. Oh. Sometimes it's hard to guess which way he's going. Oh, down the steps. Over the river. And through the woods. Oh, do you hear that? Just more robbers. Okay, and now for you. Ah. Oh, a ring! There are more robbers inside this tomb, Pinelore. Clear them out and recover whatever relics they have already stolen. While you see to that, I'll investigate some of the other buildings. I'll meet you up again once this tomb is cleared of the villains. Of course, inevitably there will be a point where I am doing it by myself. Okie dokie. Let's see what's inside. Other than, of course, more robbers. And boom. Oh, wake that one up also. Alright. There you go. And let's try that again. And this time, start with that. See, and then by the time that wanderer gets around here, we'll be all ready. The leader, the dead leader. Okay, let's see. There are some in around here. Oh no, we go around here. Then we head along that way. All right. Let's see. The leader is you. I was going to save you for later, but no, you wanted to go right away. Q jumper. There you go. Now, oh, well, I have to take care of this one first. And there you go. Oh. It's a bit slow on that one. I think I could quickly take care of this, but I don't think I have anyone else to worry about for the moment. I bet there used to be a few more in here, or maybe I miscounted after all these years. I have defeated the tomb robbers and should now examine their plunder. Alright. And inside, just you find many relics stolen from Anubis. What else is new? Ah, very good, Pinelore. We will return these relics to their proper places, but first I have other business here. What they need is to find a place of safety for them, I guess. Gwyngrith! I know you're there. Gwyngrith, come forth. Oh, Gwyndeth. Ah, there she is. My curiosity demanded I show myself to the time. Nothing more. Who is this hobbit that you bring before me, Calanglad? Oh, Pinelord's a friend of Aragorn, my chieftain, charged with mustering the Dunedain that they may aid them. What dangers have befallen the son of Arathorn that such help is necessary? Has the time come at last for the king to assume his throne? That is why we have come. It has been made known to us that Aragorn is in need of the Dunedain. I will ride to him in Rohan. It's my duty. There will be trials upon the road. It is a long way to that land. I care not, Gwyndeth. All that concerns me are for those I leave behind. Such concerns are a weakness to man. Is that all you have to say to me? Have I not spent a lifetime? Calenglad, short are the lives of men, even those of the Dunedain. Even proud Elendil came to an end and to death, and I mourned his passing. But I mourned not for a season, nor for a single span of years. My grief will last for many lifetimes. And so it is that I gave my love to that which can outlast the lifetime of a single man. Men may die, Calenglad. Indeed, I see death upon your road. But if through your actions Aragorn takes his throne, a kingdom shall return that should never have ended. And is that not worth some measure of sorrow? I don't know, Gwyndeth. Farewell, Calenglad. Noriel will remember you. I'll return when Aragorn has regained his throne. I promise. You must think me an old fool, Pinelore. There's no protection that I can offer Gwyndeth that she cannot manage for herself. Still, it's difficult to leave behind the people and the places that we hold dear. I didn't want to leave without saying goodbye. I have done so now, but it does not make the leaving any easier. I suppose it doesn't. Well, that was an awkward conversation for me to hear.
That is the way of it then.
Some part of my heart will remain always within the walls of Numinas, though duty carry me far away. It will be up to others now to safeguard this place, and the people that I hold dear. I'll ride with Aragorn, and let the future hold what it may. I will face it unblinking.
You should travel now north to Forokel.
I will speak with some others of the Dunedain here in Evenim about joining with the Grey Company on the journey. But you should travel now north to Forokel. I sent the ranger Lothrindir to meet with the Losots some time ago about growing dangers of Angmar, but once his task was completed, he loved the land and its people so much they decided to remain. You'll be disappointed to learn that the Grey Company was called without his participation. Travel north to Surahela and speak with Lothrindir, but keep this in mind. He has lived among the Losoth for quite a while now, and has surely adopted some of their customs and taken on something of their personalities. Well, I guess we'll have to go and find that out in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.